It is definitely Miller time.
Reggie Miller, sensational.
Steph Curry. This is a video game. We are watching a video game right now.
No matter how you look at it, this is big time. Unbelievable. That's what makes Reggie.
There is something special about Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah. There's no way that went in. You must live a charmed life to get that bucket.
And now we're looking at tonight, Steph Curry knocking down threes. This is what he does, so obviously no surprise, but we just want you to see how he passed Reggie Miller on the all-time three-point field goal list. He only needed 4 to pass him to become second, and that is the shot right there that does it. He is now number 2 behind Ray Allen. As we show you the list, he's moving on up. Ray Allen with 2,973. Steph Curry in his 12th season, 2,562. He is now officially in second place. Reggie Miller had 18 years in the league with 2,563 pointers. Now, Steph Curry has been a shooter for a long time. It's in his blood. You know, his Papa Dell has been doing it. Well, since high school, when Steph Curry was at Charlotte Christian, his head coach knew he had something special. R3D caught up with him in this edition of Shooter's Paradise.
Welcome to another edition of Shooter's Paradise. I'm super excited to talk to Coach Sean Brown of Christian School in Charlotte. And yes, we're talking about the great Steph Curry. Take us back to the first time you saw him shoot the basketball and what went through your mind?
Probably just watching Stephen in middle school and just how he'd go up and down the floor and just kind of let it fly at will. And you would just go, man, this guy, does he ever miss?
Was it surprising? Because when you go back and look at those old videos and pictures, he is skinny as a noodle. Like, what's going through your mind? Like, this skinny kid is jacking up shots, playing free spirit. How did you know to let that free?
Because he understood how to really play the game. And I'll give one quick example of that. So at the end of his freshman year, we brought him up for our state tournament. And I always knew throughout the year that we would bring him up towards the end. So we put him in kind of towards the end of the game. He dribbles down. I think he passed it. He caught it back. He lets it rip. It's nothing but net. And I look right over. Coach Howson was the name. Coach David Howson, one of my assistants at the time. I look over and I said, Coach, we're giving this kid the keys to our program, you know, the next 3 years.
Wow.
And we had a pretty special 3-year run. I mean, we're talking about Stephen now, but we had a lot of good players to us around him as well.
When you look back on that, did it ever say to you, why weren't the bigger name coaches coming to the gym?
Well, my take on that would be, first of all, you know, being a Christ follower, that God had under control the whole time. But to answer your question, I simply think he just didn't pass the eye test. He has some skills that you can't give to him. He already possesses that. You know, the gaining of weight, helping him maybe become a little bit quicker and all those things, you can teach him. And then he had a great person in his father to continuously walk him through stages of that. Maybe on the nights, maybe he was not as consistent, knocking down shots that good shooters, now great shooters, you continue to shoot.
Is there one thing that marvels you more? The father, the husband, the philanthropist, how hard he works? What marvels you the most about Steph?
I would say in all of his success, again, going back to him being a product of a Christian family, a Christian school, him remaining solid in his faith, keeping his family first. And then in this game of basketball, he's really been able to utilize that, I think, to reach others in a positive manner. With all the accolades, he continues to be humble. But for him in particular, staying true to his faith, it's been really awesome to watch him grow in that manner.
Did you see this greatness then? Or were you saying, no, he was really good? I didn't think he'd be this good.
We just firmly believe if he was ever given a chance because of his work ethic, and partly also because of just how Dell and Sonia did a tremendous job rearing their kids, that you crack the door of opportunity, he would figure out a way how to take advantage of that and that work ethic would take him a very long way. Very proud of what he's doing currently. And even if he was to watch this, I would want to say to you, Stephen, right now, again, Charlotte Christian as a whole cannot be proud of you as well as all the other guys that have gone through in this program. But we continue to pray for you and want you to continue to do well and keep the name of Jesus on the forefront of what you're doing.
What a great story. As we welcome you back inside the studio, I'm Stephanie Reddy, joined by GA and Channing Frye. You guys, you both are very familiar with the Curry family because it's not just Steph. They all have managed to succeed. But Steph Curry has set a different bar. Two-time MVP. Now he's climbing up this three-point shooting list. GA, what do you say about someone who's able to be successful in all walks of life?
Well, I think it starts with his family. Listen, Steph and his brother Seth and Dell, I mean, they're the first family of the NBA. I mean, the NBA royalty. And it's really his character, the way he conducts himself, putting his family first, as you heard his coach talk about it. And then just the way he's committed to his craft and refined and honed it. I mean, it's just a wonderful story, right, for this young man who most did not ever foresee him becoming this. Maybe you could have thought maybe, he could make it to the NBA. But to have a chance to go down as one of the all-time greats, it's an incredible accomplishment and a tremendous compliment to not only Steph, but to his entire family. And it's a breath of fresh air, and we are all lucky to be able to witness this during his run for his career.
Absolutely. And I recall seeing Steph play in high school. And I'm one of those people that you could see the potential, but you never thought two-time MVP or anything like that.